Hi everyone, it's Josh from Dungeon Boys, welcoming you back for another episode of adventure as we play through The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. In our last episode, our party executed their plan, gained the trust of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and entered the broken realm of Prismere. What secrets will we uncover, and what adventure will we find? Join us as we explore more of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
So you guys have all four passed through the portal. Mr. Witch has given you a kind of a cryptic rhyme to go with you. It's important to let Zenith know. Also, we've elected to allow Juice the doggo to roam around while we record this podcast. If you hear any dog noises, disregard them.
It was all John.
Disregard the dog noise. Oh, do we need a moment of silence for...
Oh yeah, let's do a quick moment of silence.
If we may.
Is that the sound of him drinking out of the
That's the sound
toilet?
of him drinking something.
Oh. Yeah.
That's gross.
So we'll let him finish drinking, then we'll get us a sound of silence.
Juice, hurry up. Come on.
He's going out.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
We've got rain this time to contend with.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's a hefty rain.
Alright. So yeah, let's make it clear what Zenith gets. He's wearing the butterfly crown. Let's imagine that it's a crown, but instead of like having spikes or anything, it's a bunch of different golden butterflies around it. And the fact that he has become the Witchlight Monarch, you get supernatural gifts that are associated with this. You become instantly aware of the benefits. You have the charm of the Monarch. You can now sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have the wings, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you can gain a +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks.
Uh-huh.
These effects last for 1 hour. After you use the charm 3 times, it vanishes from you.
Boy, give me that flying powder back. You don't need it.
So you can use Charm of the Monarch 3 times. Let me know if you need to repeat anything.
Flight 3 times, 1 hour piece.
So not just flight.
Flight charisma.
Yeah, flying speed equal to walking speed, +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
And these effects last for 1 hour. After you use the charm 3 times, it vanishes from you.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool benefit. Okay, now. You arrive in a new place. A place that is not the place where you once were.
No.
You stand at the edge after passing through this portal. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. But large sections of it have crumbled away. The parts that remain in place are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds.
I like it.
Yes.
Very naturey.
Indeed.
I did write that it was a foresty forest, so...
Yes.
Foresty
forest indeed.
I feel like I was pretty accurate on that.
Alright, so you have landed here on top of this thing. This causeway.
Well, this looks very interesting.
I've heard that term before. What is it called? What?
It's like a raised... That thing, like a big raised road.
Oh,
A causeway is like a
track
big
thingy.
raised stone road.
Gotcha. Well, we have 3 directions.
Right?
That way, and down.
As you look left and right, Rusty, you notice that both that way and that way, you're on an isolated portion of this thing that's dilapidated.
Okay.
So to the left and to the right, both of them, like you can see beyond it a little bit through the fog that there's more on either side of the gap, but there is a large gap between the two. Also, we have a serious rain happening right now.
We do.
Even through our soundproof room.
We should be okay.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Left and right are rather short distances, I will admit. So,
I guess down.
yeah.
Down it goes.
That sounds good to me.
Prince, on the plus side, not a hot dog in sight. I think you should be okay.
That's true. Not a hot dog in sight. I will be quite fine.
So, how you said it's pretty dilapidated?
It's pretty
Is
dilapidated,
there
yeah.
good spaces in between, like, the bricks that make it up?
Roll perception.
Ooh.
Okay, boss.
We get to roll stuff.
You do.
Okay, yeah. That's, not a lot. That's a 7.
The highway you're on is 20 feet wide, just to let you know.
So while
I got a 7.
we're starting off, I want to send Dez out to kind of scope things out and see if there's anything crazy looking ahead.
Okay. Which way do you want to go, cardinal direction wise?
We were kind of going like down forward ish, right? So I guess we'll start with that way.
Okay, cool.
Can I roll perception as well?
Absolutely, rolled up.
And I don't know. I'm going to check. Like, do I need to roll a thing for Dez to find stuff, or if he just finds stuff?
Got 17.
Okay. Let me know if there's anything special about his perceptionness on Diz. But for your current space looking around, what you got?
I got a 7.
Cool.
I'm specifically looking for ways to get down as well.
Okay.
That's my target.
I'll just use my passive perception.
Okay.
Just looking, not really trying to do anything really.
All right. Just looking around. What's your passive perception?
14.
14. What's your passive perception?
16, but I rolled a 17.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I've just got him kind of circling around within about 100 feet, just to see if there's anything
Okay.
coming up on us, anything ahead, any broken stuff, any things we need to avoid.
You got it,
So,
boss. So, as you
and
guys...
I can see what he sees up to 100 feet. So we can, it's like a telepathic, like, hey, I can give him instructions, he can tell me some stuff, and then I can see what he sees within 100 feet.
Okay. Cool.
But our range is ultimately 5 miles
To see?
that he can go before he
Ah.
loses contact and then he disappears.
Okay. Cool. So you guys all begin to look around this thing for maybe footholds to get down or whatever, and you do what?
How about that brief moment where you were on the other side of the portal and he was not?
I don't know. Do the two places exist simultaneously?
Yeah.
That'd be up to the DM, because he said it's like a mirror, so it's technically like the same location.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Kinda. I feel like I don't have an understanding of the Feywild so much to say that it's definitely just a mirror. I think the general world above the Feywild is kind of a mirror of the material plane, but also it's its own plane. So it's not like the upside down version of the plane. So I think the two places would exist. I think it's like if someone took a picture of the material plane, put it beside the material plane, and said, "Now make it wacky," instead of it being the same thing.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
So,
Same.
Well, if it's
lighting it,
geologically the same, but not necessarily like there's not necessarily a circus here. There might be a causeway here instead.
Sure. Something like that.
If Dez does get taken out by the mirror, I can resummon him after a short or long rest, which we haven't taken since March.
Yeah. You've only been alive 8 hours since March.
I know, right? It's crazy. And also I have advantage on any combat rolls against the mirror for the next 24 hours.
Gotcha. Well, no, yeah, we'll just say you got sucked through with you.
Okay.
You didn't separate or
I
anything.
don't have to attack the mirror.
What was your concern about the separation time?
over
No.
5 miles.
It was just, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah, so he can go
Discorporate.
out to 5 miles. We can maintain like direct contact up to 100 feet. And after that, like I can just say, "Hey, can you go and check out what's on the other side of that mountain?" And be like,
Gotcha.
and like I won't know what happened until he got back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be anal enough to say anything about like, oh well, because
Your
you went
bird
through the mirror,
dies.
your bird dissipated.
It's up to you.
I'm
Show
fine with the
world.
bird still being alive.
Your
So
bird has diarrhea now, though.
it's very very confused.
Taken after its papa.
On a more important note, you guys all do a little searching around. Mick, you can see through the bird's eyes. Everything very foggy. Visibility extremely low around you. We are in swampy, wampy, nasty, plompy land.
Is that canonical? Is that like
Yeah, it's in the book.
Okay.
The Dr. Seuss book I read before this.
That is going to be the name of this episode.
The first thing you realize, though, is that you can see mostly to the ground through the bird's eyes, and you could estimate that this thing you're standing on is about 100 feet tall.
Okay.
And all around the side of this thing, as you guys go and look around, you can see that there are these big brown mushrooms along the side of it, as well as plenty of places to put your hands to climb down off of this thing. So it'll be fairly easy for you to safely descend this thing.
Okay.
I'm start climbing.
Before you begin the climb,
You die.
as you're looking for this, your bird
Too
picks up
dehydrated.
something in the distance.
Yeah. Think of him kind of like just a drone, just
Sure.
flying around.
Your bird picks up something in the distance, which draws your attention, you looking with your own physical eyes out in the distance. And you see, in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made of patchwork material. It spins out of control as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. The balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog approximately a mile away.
Who's standing near me?
Does the balloon make
We're all
pooty
kinda-
noises as it deflates? I'm just making sure. I want to go there.
From a mile away? I don't want to. If I hear that a mile out, I'm not going to mess with it. Whoever's standing next to me, I'm just kind of like just pointing. Just, hey.
Oh. Crazy.
Right?
Should we go to that?
I don't know. We
I mean-
don't have a whole lot else to go on, so
That's
maybe?
true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good direction. Do you guys see that?
See what?
That balloon thing that fell over? It fell over there. I don't think you can see
I
it.
don't see a balloon now.
You guys barely
Well, it
catch a
fell.
glimpse of it as it...
Yeah, I caught a little piece of it.
We should. Do you want to check it out?
Let's check it out.
Like Mick says, we don't really have a whole lot else to go on.
Nothing better to do.
Look, Des checked it out going down. It looks pretty safe. Let's head down that way. I'll send him over there to kind of take a look before we get there.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Nothing creepier than a raven staring at you after you just crashed. All right, I climb down.
So I do that. I wanna send Des out to go take a peek.
All right. Des goes to take a peek.
He's gonna peek and then he's gonna come back.
Okay.
So,
Rusty, you can climb on my back if you want. Not carry me down.
I should be able to make it down on my own.
Okay.
I like a challenge.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for anything. This is you can do this safely without rolling.
okay. I do that.
That's still
Excellent.
100 feet up though. That's spooky.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
here
like
we go.
the cliff over here by the river.
Yeah.
Whenever you get to the bottom, let's get down to the bottom here.
Rest.
Let's
Um,
get down to business.
All brass tacks at the bottom.
The Huns.
let's say Eric was the last one to climb down. As he steps into the murky muck below, a giant crane that was nearby,
Like
a bird takes flight and flies away. But as it does so, it alerts some people. Sticky mud squelches beneath your feet. Tangled mangroves grow out of the pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms cling to rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout the marsh. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by the tongues of hungry frogs. Coming from one direction are several voices joined in a marching song. The singing grows louder as 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, and the others carry clubs and slings.
Is anybody else seeing this, or am I having a moment?
No, I see it too, man.
Okay. Should we go say hey? I mean, it looks like they're carrying weapons.
Are you going to try and chase them?
Chase them.
You're a cat, and they're kind of like a rodent type thing.
Legomorph.
That's really racist.
To be technical.
Is what?
Legomorph.
Legomorph. I don't know what that is.
That's kind of dumb
It's a
too.
rabbit.
It's a rabbit.
Oh,
It's rabbits.
you are avoiding the question, I feel.
There are other things we should do right now.
One important thing is that the when the muck that you're stepping in currently, like this whole swamp is difficult terrain. The swampy plumpy muck is all difficult terrain. You're all moving at half speed, plumping through this stuff.
Cool.
So remember that for me.
How are rabbits and the snail slug looking? Are they moving regular speed?
That's 2 feet.
Rabbits and the snail slug, they looking like they're
The
moving
rabbits
regular
and the
speed?
snails they got this figured out. They're kind of moving regular speed here. So what you hear in the distance as they approach and you guys decide what to do, you hear what?
I was doing some research. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Cool.
In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers that, of course.
Okay.
So I locked in on what this place looks like from above.
Cool. You hear this from afar.
It's a Starbucks ahead on the left.
With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes. But none among us can compare to one wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scoffed at glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin he'll show his cunning, a flash of a scarf and he'll take off a-running. Quick as a boat his long scarf trailing, gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You pout, you moan, you huff, you sneer, thanks to Agdon Longscarf, the brigand prince of Prisme. Yeah. That was supposed to be a group of people singing.
What was that second thing?
With the witch.
That was actually really
Did you guys
good.
actually clap?
Thank
Huh?
Did you guys actually clap in character?
I did.
Crap.
you. They have definitely. All right, Juice.
I didn't.
You're licking me, buddy. Quit that.
Who does that? Somebody's got to.
Quit that.
I wasn't going to do it.
Quit that.
I could have sworn goblins had 25-foot movement speed, but
They got a 30?
they do have they got a 30, even with the tiny legs.
Buddy,
Juice, come.
I love you. Please stop.
Juice, come.
He's coming. He's trying. He's looking for the direct way.
This way, big dum-dum. Come on. Come on. Sit. Be good.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about clubs and all this. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't really want to go over there.
it's doesn't look really.
This has
like
been a non-combat campaign so far. I
good
hate to start off
neighborhood.
this new area to
Yeah,
battle.
no.
Well, as you guys are making the decision, they have noticed you. That crane flying away has already caught their eye, so
Crap.
they're singing as they approach
They're
you.
coming this way.
As they're approaching, 4 of the brigands have their weapons drawn.
Hey!
And the other 2 are like browbeating their pack animal, which is a giant snail, as they approach you. So they are very near to you now. They have noticed you, and they are kind of looking at you a little bit.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Well, hello there. My name's Jebbick. How y'all doing?
There's no way I'm gonna remember that. Jebic?
My name's Jebbick, it is indeed.
It's good to meet you, Jebic. Look, we're just passing through, and you didn't happen to see that big balloon just went down over there.
Passing through. Let me tell you how this is gonna go, dear sir. This is a robbery.
For who? For who are you robbing?
You.
Why would you do that?
That's what we do. When folks are passing through, we do some robbing. So, I'm going to ask the 4 of you to reach into your pockets and give me something special.
Something special.
Listen, guys. Listen to me now.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you, yeah.
With its crown of butterflies.
I got this sycamore seed. Do I still have the sycamore seed? Did the sycamore seed turn into anything?
No.
Okay. The acorn did, though, right? Something did. I don't know.
Boy, I
Doesn't
forgot
matter.
about the acorn.
Doesn't matter. I have this seed. I'll give it to you if you leave me alone.
No, I don't want that.
No, don't do it. It's too powerful.
Can I roll?
Let
Can
me-
I roll like a persuasion? It's a valuable seed. I got it from an ancient mighty tree.
You can roll.
Anything, whatever you want me to.
Roll persuasion.
I'm looking in my pocket,
24.
and there's
24.
a flower stem in there.
This is imbued with a mighty magic.
Jebbick says,
This is the most valuable thing I have.
Let me tell you, sir, first off, I'm convinced it's the most valuable thing you got in your hands. I'm convinced of that. But I want a little something more special.
So
I want y'all to reach deep inside and provide me. And she pulls out this jar. It's a stoppered gourd. It's not a jar. It's a gourd with a stopper on it, and the stopper has this golden knob. And she puts it out, and she says, "What I want from y'all is that feeling of joy that you got the time you got the gift you most wanted."
no.
So
Yeah, I don't know if I could part with that.
So take a minute to think that memory up for me.
I'm good.
Because if you don't, we're going to beat you black and blue.
How
And
many
maybe
are
a little
there?
bit bloody.
Are you gonna kill us?
Now, we don't like to kill,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
but we're going to beat you. We're going to beat you good.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
Keith, how many are there again?
Can we
There are
fight
6 total.
I've lost too many memories already.
back? I'm still thinking of that guy's the other D&D podcast. If you want to get good at magic, people got to die. You can't be reading books, getting good at magic.
I saw that video the other day, too. That guy's great. He makes me feel inadequate in every way. But they're talking about like the idea of XP.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you actually did XP, like there's no learning involved. You got to kill stuff.
True story?
But she responds, "Of course you can fight back. Lots of people do, but we beat the crap out of them. We sure do."
I don't know. I mean, as far as crap leaving people, we've got you beat.
You know what? I think I'm done talking. Why don't we go ahead and do some beating? Roll initiative.
Do it.
Well,
I don't think I don't remember getting any gifts. I got
Aw.
work to do. That's about all I've ever done.
Poor sad feller.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I think the fight thing's gonna have to be what we do.
17.
I
19.
What?
19.
I hate you.
What'd you get?
18.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
You got a what?
I
You got a what?
got a 10.
Wow. Sucks to be you, bro.
Like, I don't even know. If I rolled such a number, I don't know if I could admit that.
I wouldn't even bother with the fight.
Just don't even.
Yeah,
This
I'll
will
just
be
give up.
this will be a great little.
What was up there before? Because it's been a minute
Yeah,
since we
that
used
was-
owlbear.
That was a fight. I think that was all the debris and rubble from whenever you blew up that ogre.
Oh, the shambling mound fight?
Oh, that might have been it too. That could have been it. All right. So who do we want to use? We'll use.
I'm a rogue.
Yep, you're a ranger. We'll make you a ranger, Mr. Bugbear. Now we're playing D. We haven't done combat in what, a year?
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
It's been a hot minute.
Been around November-ish.
Yeah, it really has.
We got Eric.
Eric!
We've got
give him an acorn.
They wouldn't. They didn't want
Xanis.
They didn't want it. Let's do Prince.
Prince.
to. I do have
I think one of them looks like a
advantage
goblin.
on all my charisma stuff until
That's
tomorrow.
true, it does.
Excellent. A warlock. Who do we want to use for a warlock?
There's a little hat.
Yeah, there's a little hat.
hat.
I'll
What
take a
book?
cool hat. Yeah, a hat or a book. Oh, there was a Raven one, I think, wasn't it?
There was.
We'll probably use that in case Raven comes in.
And then-
There's
I do roll initiative for
I thought it was a
Dez,
goblin.
Scroll down a little bit more, Keith.
but Dez is not here.
Oh, there's an artificer.
I'll do that one.
Rusty
Panache.
Panache.
Mr.
All right, so let's say you guys hop down first. Eric was last. You guys are kind of
really?
all standing
Now make 6 bunny folk and a
next to
snail.
each other.
Are we gonna have to fight the snail? Do we have to kill him?
I'm gonna fight the snail. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm not.
Let's say
Y'all got everybody else. I'm gonna
let's
take
say
on
all
the
these
snail.
little circles actually look like deep spots in the mud.
Okay.
Deep.
What's that over there? It's a big old
Line.
rataconda.
That's a smudge on the map.
Dang snail.
Oh, there was a goblin.
Should have saved my other catapult.
Oh, you can use it twice.
Yeah. I've already used it twice, though.
I did not think
Oh wait, are there goblins?
I don't have a rabbit on here.
Not yet.
Man, this ain't a combat game. I don't need this.
All right, we are now entering level 1 combat.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
The
This is
most
gonna go
volatile
bad.
combat in all of D&D.
Right, 4 on 6, and they've got twice the movement speed that we do.
They already said they wouldn't kill us.
We can
Yeah,
take
they
it.
said they wouldn't kill us, so.
Luckily.
And then we'll use this thing for a snail.
That's a tree. I fight the tree. So what does the snail do in combat? Does it like blink at us heavily? What is
Roll,
it?
actually, somebody roll a nature check.
Ooh.
I got it.
I might have nature. I am a ranger.
I did not do it. That's a 1 plus a 2, which is not good.
Ah, I got it. 4.
Loser.
Will an 18 work?
Yeah, I'll do it.
What about a 17?
It's got to be a 25.
Oh, it's gotta be
I
a
need
20.
to figure out where
5
they're.
at least.
2011 or higher. Well, you're the ranger, man.
2011.
Well, yeah, that's
Are
what
you?
I got.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
ranger.
I forgot he was a ranger.
He's a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're okay. We have a bugbear ranger with us.
That's
He's
terrible.
got this.
Yeah, shouldn't you have like bonuses to terrain issues?
I picked forest.
What's
not
your
forest.
favorite enemy? Is it rabbits? Say rabbits.
Why?
Because I feel like it'd be more reasonable if I picked forest since I was born around elves in the forest.
What are these called?
This
Rabbit
is
folk?
D&D.
Yeah, this is D&D. I'm sorry,
What are
guys.
the rabbit folk called?
Rabbit
I've
folk?
disappointed y'all.
That's what they're called.
Wait, can I pick? I think I have the language of goblin. I do have language of goblins.
Right.
I can talk to them,
Jordan.
but I think they already.
You
speak
can talk to
it.
Rusty anytime you want.
Yeah, Rusty, what's up?
Mm.
Y'all got a secret 27-minute long handshake.
Mm-hmm.
Grown man's patty cake.
Sorry, guys. I'm struggling to.
I'm struggling to find my forgiveness, Keith. I'm really unhappy.
Here we
with you.
go.
I'm struggling
found
how
it.
to do things.
What are they
All
called?
right, they're called herringons.
Oh.
They're called herringons. Okay, so these are.
Doodly-doo.
Yep, 6 herringon brigands are standing before you. They look beefy. They are all armed with a club and a sling, it looks like. So let's go ahead and roll that stinky initiative. I need to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna roll for groups of 3. Where'd my pen go? Shooby doo bop chim babby woom crabba. Where did
You closed it in the book earlier. Oh no, it's behind your dice tray.
It'd be.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so I've got
Didn't y'all say
Nick,
switching weapons was a
Prince,
free action?
We'll have
Eric.
once.
Huh?
Once.
Rusty,
But if you like swap, it takes
and
time.
then B1,
Well, I was just
2,
curious if I could
3,
swap my longbow through my longsword, like,
4
as a
through
free action.
6. They rolled a
How they roll that?
12
They've been taking lessons from that guy at Walmart.
and a 5. Okay, so what did you guys roll?
19.
Wait,
For the nature check?
No, for the
Initiative
initiative.
17. 18?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay,
Negative 10.
10 for Eric.
Yep.
Rusty,
18. 18.
18. Okay.
oh yeah,
And
what
for,
was it?
for the nature check, what did you guys roll?
18.
4.
Crit fail.
I didn't roll.
You don't. I mean, you can look around if you want. Or
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, so
Good
Rusty,
thing.
Rusty and Eric both noticed that snail does not look pleased with its riders. It does not look like it wants to be there. It looks like it's at every chance trying to pull away. It is not looking very interested in being ridden by these things at all, and it's certainly not regarding any of you with any sort of really
No,
interest at all.
right.
It's like you're not even there. It's more concerned with the things riding it.
How long can
So-
you shoot your bow again? No, it's off topic,
It
my
tells
bad.
you.
Okay, hold on.
It's like
Oh, range is
30,
150.
120. Or 150, 600 if you've got a longbow.
Yeah, I got a long bow.
You can shoot up to 600 feet, but that's with disadvantage.
Okay.
Anything after 150.
Okay. How close are they?
Like 20 feet.
Okay, sweet.
We got to make this quick, Bo.
Yeah.
Yeah, combating quick.
Yeah.
Combat.
we probably
And
have to.
This is 6 on 4.
And so we have Prince starting off our order, and we'll be wrapping it up with Brigands 4 through 6.
I still like the one from Rogue One. He's like, so you'll mention me to the Emperor? And like, he starts choking. He's like, take care you don't choke on your aspirations, Director Krennic. And then he walks away.
All right, Soundy McSounderson.
You want to eat this biscuit loudly?
Can you? It is so fluffy.
It is so fluffy.
Alright, I'm ready to
Be quiet.
I'm ready to
We gotta be quiet for a minute.
Silencio, por favor.
I think we're good.
That's all we got. That's all we can
I
maintain.
think we're good.
All right, you ready to do this?
I have altered the game.
This is a good group of boys.
Pray I do not.
You're gonna
alter
die
it.
out here. This is John C. Riley, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
That snail is a treat.
How was it? How was it, Bryce?
That's a good point.
I am all this man.
I just don't.
Walk him.
Alright, I'm good.
All right.
Feel better now?
I will now take my turn.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
No, make sure you do that over someone else. Make sure you do that when you're not talking, so you
Oh,
don't
yeah. True,
cover
true,
up
true.
yourself.
Make it an important scene too.
Yeah. It's not funny when you do it, John. Just kidding. I do like that we have some bloopers. There was some I almost put some bloopers in the YouTube video. So, welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys. In the blooper section, if you're watching this on YouTube, at a certain point, I feel like if there are people who are watching this on YouTube, Josh is our editor for our podcast. The podcast sounds much better than the YouTube version, just to let you know if you are watching this on YouTube. You can listen to it much better on the podcast. But as I do very little editing on the YouTube stuff, I'm sure there's some stuff that we mess up in between that Josh fixes that I don't go back and fix in the YouTube. So it was at a certain point I'm wondering if like the YouTube is just a completely other narrative, like a multiverse.
I think that we should continue that.
I
Like in the
will.
YouTube,
Oh, I will.
we should cut out John's audio and replace it with just like random anime lines and have subtitles going across the bottom of the screen. Just John, you can't threaten people like that all the time.
Mr. Witch looks in his sleeve from Nani? Alright. That's a good start.
Oh yeah,
Most-
we're recording.
We're
All-
keeping that one.
All
Keeping that
great podcasts start with a little bit of rambling.
one. And a juice.
I love how Juice like completely motionless while we're not trying to record, but now that we are trying to record, he wants to play with his rope with me.
Here's my toy.
And
Throw it across
that's
the
very
room.
sweet of you.
I
And we
brought
will
you
wrestle.
a rope.
All right, so that we've gotten everything out of the way. First of all, we've gotten out of the way the idea that we are a very amateur operation here. Second, we've gotten out of the way in this new recording batch that you're going to hear some things, right? We're drinking soda pop. We're going to be
Unspeakable
belchy.
things.
Juice is licking my knee, which is pretty cool. Juice, I
That's a
love you,
treat.
buddy. You gotta stop.
From him.
But we were just setting up combat in the last episode.
That's all we did.
Jebic, who seems to be the leader of a group of 6 Harengon. You maybe don't know this. Maybe you've never met a Harengon person, but that's pretty cute.
Pro tip, they're new.
They're new. They're new to the Witchlight, right?
The rabbit.
Well, to D&D in general.
Right, but
Well,
they
5e, I don't know
they're
about before.
they're new with the introduction of the Witchlight Carnival or whatever. But they're called Harengons, which is humorous because they are in this little thing. They're brigands. They're here and gone. They come, they maybe snatch something, they leave. So anyway, Jebic has said that she wants you to give her one of your precious memories. I think you all said no. Remind me how we reacted
we
to
said
that.
no.
Yeah, I already lost a memory. I want to keep what I got.
Right.
I don't remember what I said. It was more convoluted than no, but it basically amounted to no, I think.
Yeah. Okay. But nobody wanted to, and so she essentially, let's just assume that she said, well, if you're not going to give me your memory, I'm going to beat you black and blue.
Oh, yeah, that was what it was. I asked if they would kill us. And they were like, no, we're not that kind of operation. I was like, oh, okay.
Be good then.
Anyway, these Herringons now are standing before you. Remember, you're in difficult terrain. They know the terrain. You don't know, we don't know how much they know it. But you guys are in difficult terrain. Everything around here is swampity plompity.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Roll a nature check, everyone, if you don't mind.
Naturally.
We've already gotten combat set up. Hopefully Josh did a great job of cutting out a lot of that last time. Two.
I got a 2-2, but it's a natural 20 plus 2.
Oh.
Very well.
That's a 2-2.
That's a 2-2-2.
It is.
Also.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Does that count?
You're a ranger. Do you have any favored terrain we should think about?
It was the forest.
Ah.
This is the swamp.
We swamping.
It's just a wet forest.
We swamping up in here.
I got a 16.
A 16. All right, Rusty, you're so low to the ground.
Rusty
And
panache.
you know a little thing about dirt. You know a thing or two about being inside things and just getting dirty. So you notice all these little green,
My man.
all these little circles you see.
Yeah.
Those are very deep mud puddles.
You notice this as well.
They
I
look
should definitely notice
Yeah,
this
sorry.
as
Yeah,
well.
sorry. I heard you say just two, and I turned off. Yes, you also noticed this, Prince. The
That
two of
20,
you.
he knows who's living in them mud holes.
the two of you
It's
noticed
Rusty.
that there's a lot of deep mud holes around here that are more than just tough terrain. Like those would be like sinkholes. You'd be swimming through those. But
Like,
the two.
Well, never mind. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead. I was going to ask a question that I wouldn't know the answer to.
Gotcha.
Never mind.
Cool.
That's why people ask questions.
Yeah.
No, but
That Prince would.
do they look like they're black holes sucking people down, like quicksand, or they're just
They just
deep
look.
pits?
They just look like deeper mud spots.
Yeah.
They look like hazards in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Don't
But
stomp on that.
Eric and Meek, you do not see those. But we're about to begin our combat. They are approaching you with all they've got. They have revealed. Again, remember there are two brigands sitting on top of that snail. Also, remember, at least some of you noticed that snail does not seem very happy with its owners currently. And if you'll remember, all four of you have ridden snails before.
True story.
And you are looking around at you at a very vast, swampy area. So, you are welcome to think whatever you want to about that snail, as long as it's, NC-17 minus, right? You can think whatever you want as long as it goes with our relatively family-friendly show.
Relatively
How
so.
far away it is from us?
We'll call this. We'll call this. Each square can be, let's say, 10 feet, I guess, because they were kind of a ways off talking to you. So maybe what would be that? 5,
4
10,
mile?
15,
That's a
20,
ways.
25,
Yeah, that
30. Okay, no, sorry, that's wrong. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh yeah, if they're 10 feet, they're about 60 feet away from you. If each square is 10 feet.
That worked.
Okay.
Yeah, that gives. I've in the past have been in the habit of you start combat when they're like right in your face, and I feel like
Historically, I disagree, but that's okay.
Let's split the
'Cause-
difference and make each square 7.5 feet.
okay.
Just to make
Sounds
things
good.
easy.
No, I mean that's fine. You do whatever
Yeah,
you want.
my thought was I want to kind of give you room to posture if you want to before we set up combat. That way, if you want to do a turn where you just move in position or whatever, that's my thought.
You've met us, right?
Yeah.
we
you
don't
know
do
us.
that. We don't.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't.
in my
So-
head canon, these guys are approaching you, beating clubs, and they're like, "Hey, come over here and give me what you got." And you guys are like, "Oh, I think we're okay." And they just keep coming towards you, and then you decide it's time for combat.
Just no, we're okay. We turn around and just walk away.
I feel like the
thanks.
composition of our group is like the Guardians of the Galaxy, except we're all Drax and Quill.
Yeah.
Kick
Um,
names,
there's no-
take ass.
there's no Gamora in this group.
No.
All right, Josh, you've been trying to say something for a minute.
No, I see like a big open plain with some sinkholes.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
It's a swamp. Are
Mhm.
there any like trees or anything? Like I remember we
Is-
came kind of down a path. and then-
Yeah, it's mostly flat around here.
Okay.
If there are stumps, they've already been sucked up in the muck. You might stub your toe on a stump, but there aren't any things really valuable to you for cover at this point.
That makes sense because it's difficult terrain. What? For stumping your toe.
That's right.
Stumping.
But don't forget, it is a difficult terrain, so let's try to remember that. But one last thing before combat begins. Prince, you refused to give this memory or whatever, but Jebek from a distance looks at you real quick and puts her little rabbit-shaped paw. Now, again, remember, I would like for you all to remember these are audience. I do sometimes forget to describe the look of these people. These are humanoid hares. These are stand-up rabbits. They're wearing kind of some tattered clothing. Imagine, however you need to, a humanoid rabbit that looks intimidating and like they steal a lot, whatever that might mean to you.
Okay.
Picture that in your head.
Precious and fluffy.
Yeah. So she looks out across, she puts her hand up, and she says, "Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. This won't take long. I imagine that you just got wrapped up with these other three. Here, why don't you go ahead and step aside, and we'll beat these folks black and blue, and you can be on your way. All right? We won't bother you, Your Highness."
Seems reasonable.
But anyway, we're gonna come beat y'all up now. And so she
Give us a second. It'll take us 2 turns.
So combat has begun. First turn is Prince.
Cool. So half speed.
Step aside.
That's kind of unfair.
I'm going to
Don't do it.
dash
Okay.
Oh,
and use my extra. I want to say because tabaxi speed.
A dash will get you what? 30 feet plus.
Yeah, dash would get me to 30. Then the tabaxi speed would double that to 60.
Okay.
So I'll get over. I want to just go to the right.
So your total speed then would have been
60,
60 plus your tabaxi speed.
which is 60.
Well, no, is 15 plus 15 for the dash, and then doubled with the tabaxi speed.
Gotcha. So I'm just trying to remember. Tabaxi speed doubles your
Yeah,
speed.
so
Okay.
I forget what it's called. It's like feline agility or something, but yeah, your reflexes and agility allow you to move with a burst of speed. When you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed
Okay,
until the
gotcha.
end of the turn.
Gotcha. I just want to remember and for the folks at home. So that tracks. You would have gotten 120,
Yep.
but now you get 60.
So I just want to, and so dashing is an action. It's not bonus action for me. So I'm just gonna like go straight over, kind of in between those 2 sinkholes, but closer, like right at the edge of the other one, with it in between
Like this?
them and I. Yes.
Okay.
That
So you're
works.
going to scoot over there. The sound of you going through the mud.
That was like Donald Duck
Yeah.
getting the crap beaten out of him.
I'm just gonna park it.
Okay, just going to park it there.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Right behind the hole.
Jebek sees you doing this. Jebek is we'll call Jebek. I think I made this one number 1. Yeah, we're gonna call
Enhance.
Jebek. Hopefully everybody can still see this at home. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
Mostly, we're gonna call Jebek snail number 1 there. Herringon number 1 there, and she sees you move aside, and you can tell by her looking at you that she seems satisfied. That okay, the person I called Your Highness is getting out of the way, and so she looks at you with kind of like a nod, like almost like a regal, like, "Oh, how do you do?" And then she's gonna move on to
Beat these
I
people
know
up.
okay, you nod back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's now Rusty's turn.
Hey,
Rusty, go and do it.
I'm gonna wait.
You want to wait?
Did my goblin thing give me? I have some kind of nimble movement skill. What does that do?
Ooh, also it should be known that the party has leveled up. So you will be hearing maybe some more skills, some more things. The party has gotten 1 extra level after crossing into Prismy.
So what that
None of
means
these
for
things
us
with me.
is we've been playing since March. It is now July, and we've been at level 1 this whole time. So we have got some kind of record going on.
I don't make the rules.
Oh, I know.
Is slow leveling good or bad? Tell us in the comments.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to brandish my war pick and travel onward towards the the middle of them, I guess.
Okay, are you dashing or just your regular speed?
Just regular speed. You did it. My man.
You sure you don't want to dash?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in no rush.
Rusty's just behind the other two people, just takes out his speed. Just so slow.
I'm like
'Cause you're-
Yoda size.
Yeah, you've only got 25 movement speed, right?
No, I got 30.
Okay, so you're
Oh, yeah.
so you're like up to your waist in this stuff.
Here.
It's
Can
more
I
like
even
swimming.
dash? Like, does it make sense that I'd be allowed to
It'd be
dash?
fine. It's like the faster. It's like a non-Newtonian sludge. The faster you move, the more you can pitter patter across the top of it.
I see.
I could almost see Rusty with like his shorter stature and his determination, like just wading through this stuff, and it's like the little V of like the waves behind it, but it's like it's just sludge, and it's just like a formed wave behind him.
I am one with the filth.
Give you a new power. You just like become a little sludge monster. Okay. Next, are you done?
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any ranged stuff. I used it all in the last
Okay.
episode.
It's the thing from Avatar, the old guy, the earthbending dude. He just like falls backwards into the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boomy.
One with the muck.
I hate it when people talk about Avatar earthbending because it's like one of my most nerdy things. Is
Right.
it makes me
I want it.
legitimately sad that I can't stomp on the ground and then kick rocks at people from the air. But anyway.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, you
But
could
without
still kick
touching
rocks at people. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Well, even if you could do that, would you?
I'd be a superhero.
Makes sense.
I'd be dropping rocks on Russian tanks before the night was up.
Just little rocks or big
That's
ones?
not true. If we have any Russian fans, I'm sorry that your government does stuff. I don't know. Whatever.
Whose go is it?
It's yours. This is a non-political podcast.
All right.
Maybe we should remove that.
So moving along, there's a path before us that we're on, or is this all
No
just
path. You're just in the muck.
in the muck?
In the duty muck.
In the duty muck.
Deep in the duty.
High above the
I am going to.
There's its wonder boys.
I'm just going to cast Eldritch
All right.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast. I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to move half my movement speed over towards where Prince went.
Half your movement speed, you would be 15 feet.
Yeah. that'll work.
So you're in difficult terrain, so you're not moving very far.
That's all good. So, I'll just do the Eldritch Blast. Beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against target. On a hit, target takes 1d10 force damage. So, boom. It was a 10 to hit.
Okie dokie. A 10 will not hit.
Yay!
So you fire your Eldritch. You get one blast or two?
This is one.
You fire your one Eldritch Blast. Who are you aiming at?
I'll go for number 2 over there. So, like,
On
just
the snail?
just to the right of, yeah, just to
All
the
right,
right
so
of.
you fire at the
Jebbick?
yeah. You fire at the I keep saying snail. You fire at the brigand sitting atop the snail directly to the right of Jebbick, but just at the last moment it's able to duck down and your Eldritch Blast glints right off the top of the snail into the sky.
The snail veers wild.
Anything else you plan to do?
That's it for me.
All right. Brigand number 1 and number 2. I need to, let's see. The snail is very slow speed. The snail and the brigands are going to dash though, and the snail does not have difficult terrain here in the swamp. So these two are still on top of the snail.
I vividly remember that snail in the race having a movement of 80 feet.
Those are racing snails, Josh.
Racing
Yeah, these
snail.
aren't racing snails.
You reveal your ignorance already.
Can we if we acquire this snail, can we pimp our snail? And
This one's
like,
more built for torque.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's why it doesn't have disadvantage, or it's not too slow.
Torque's not in this one. We'll have to go back to the previous campaign
Yeah.
for that one.
Visit Torque in the end of the last season.
So I can recreate magical items with my infusions, and one of the items I can create from Xanathar's Guide to Everything is called the Hat of Wizardry. And I can make an Arcana check to see if I can cast a cantrip that I don't know, as long as it's on the wizard spell list. So that's kind of cool, and it's only a DC 10, and
That's neat.
I add my intelligence Arcana thing to it, so I get a +5 to that.
Dang.
So I could basically cast any cantrip. on the
Nice.
wizard spell list.
As long as you roll
Which is
for it.
essentially any cantrip anyway.
Yeah.
You have them all.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty cool.
Really cool.
Brigand
Yeah.
number 3. What? We'll get to it if you ever build it. I just want to talk about what this hat looks like and everything. But I was stopping myself from saying something. Brigand number 3 is going to come here. What kind of range does Sling have on it?
All of it.
Just
Oh,
to
yeah,
tickle your
plenty.
creativity even further, there's also a hat of vermin that I can create.
Oh, All right.
Just dump it.
The brigand is going to pull up his slingshot, throw a rock in it, pull it way back, and fire it right at Mick, the person who just let loose crackling energy. Let's see. Let me roll here. Doodly bobbly skibbly bong. Will a 22 hit? He rolled high.
Barely.
Let's see. You're going to take. You're going to take. Holy crap! You're going to take 7 bludgeoning damage.
But I don't want to.
He just to let you know, that's the max damage you could have taken from that.
Okay.
So he
Don't get hit again.
so he fires a rock from his slingshot. It flies through the air and cracks you right on the forehead, like it hurts.
I was using that for
There's blood leaking down around your eye now from the hole it just put in your forehead, Goliath style.
Ow.
Next on the list would be Eric. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to my left, right over
Okay.
there.
All right, you're gonna head to your left. How far?
As much as I can without dashing. 15
Without
feet.
dashing, so 15 feet.
As
You're just
far
going to
away
position yourself that way a
From
little
these
bit.
doofuses as possible.
And
Yeah.
and remember, I guess if you want to be the best D&D player you can be, you have to try to behave as though you don't know those sludge holes are there.
Yeah, that's why I really meant to like go back, really, but that's
Oh,
fine.
you want to go backwards?
Yeah.
That's fine.
But then you'll be off screen.
That's
Yeah.
fine. We're mostly okay.
Nope, we're good.
You good?
And then
Good.
I'm gonna hit number 2.
You gonna fire at number 2 up there?
with my long bow.
That's
All
what
right.
I was trying to do.
Eric plops his feet into the muck, takes out his bow, pulls back.
And
Did you roll twice?
Huh? It hit like a diagonal. I didn't know
gotcha.
what it was.
Sure. What was your roll?
It's an 8. That's
An
not
8
Mm-hmm.
total?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You fire again.
Impressive.
This time, splitting Jebek and Brigand number 2. They both move to the side again, and they say, "Hey, that could have killed us!"
And?
And all right, anything else you're gonna do?
I don't know.
Okay. It is now Brigand number 4, 5, and 6's turn. They're going to be moving up here. Brigand number 5 is going to look over there to you, Prince, and say, "Don't worry, Your Highness. We'll be done in a second. You go ahead and get on your way. All right."
Sounds good to me.
A big old okie dokie.
Number 4 and number 6 there are both going to fire at you, Eric,
No.
with your big longbow. One of them is going to roll a 9,
Mm-mm.
and the other one's going to roll a 10.
Mm-mm.
So they both take out their slings. 2 rocks. You're able to dodge them both as they fly by.
Matrix style.
That could have killed me.
They are just rocks, though.
Hey, that thing hit.
Yeah, that
pretty
hit
hard.
hard.
Yeah, pretty hard.
That's true. Those 2 brigands look at each other and go, "Hoo-wee, we almost got him."
I'm very glad that we got a little bit of health.
Yeah. I'm glad
Yeah.
too. And then brigand number 5 is also going to, with fear of what this little goblin creeping through the muck is going to do, he's going to try to fire his sling at you one time. He's going to roll a 17.
No? What?
Nope.
And that won't hit?
Nope.
All right, he rolls this. He fires the sling at you, but it catches you right in the shoulder plate of your rusty armor, and it plings right off.
Is that with a shield?
I think that's with a shield. I have a shield. I think I'm adding that.
Okay.
Okay. So what does your shield look like?
Rusty.
Just like a round shield, and like a buckler, or like a?
I feel like it's like It's probably got like weld marks and stuff on it. Like half the time he's probably used it as just like a flat surface to work on other stuff with. Like it's been used as a table and all kind of stuff. I feel like it just looks like a piece of scrap metal from a shop somewhere with like some leather and a handle on the back.
I gotcha. So let's say you raise your shield up then. You raise your shield up in front of
And
your
when
head.
stuff hits it, I feel like chunks like fly off of it. Not like the actual shield part, but like just stuff that's stuck to it over the years. Like a horseshoe just goes ping.
But the rock hits it, you bounce it off, and from a distance you can hear, "Hey, that's cheating!"
I kind of like the idea now of like a magnetic shield where it's like any other metal you come across just sticks to it.
That'd be cool.
It just keeps building.
Put that in the Discord.
Hey.
5 against 3.
Now
I
it's-
don't know if that's cheating.
Now it's Prince's turn again.
If I wanted to talk to the snail,
Do you
would
speak?
you allow charisma?
It's gotta be animal handling.
But animal handling does not specifically say you want to influence the animal. It says you want to intuit the animal's intentions.
The snail can't understand common or any other language. I don't think charisma is going to do it. I'm sorry.
What if he dances?
But I will let animal handling roll,
If you could get some eye movement in with that, I think you'd be
Well,
okay.
so because I have this thing that gives me advantage on all charisma checks directed towards a creature. It doesn't specifically say
I gotta draw the line at the ability for him to understand what you're saying, though, on that.
I could gesticulate wildly.
The snail, this wild gesticulation seems to communicate. So,
No, I'm
I
just
connect
gonna.
with this person.
How far away? So, is number 2?
number 2 is what? 30-ish? 30, 40 feet away? They're creeping towards you.
I'm gonna cast friend on number 5.
Okay. I cast it.
Hi, Fran.
Actually,
What's
what's the
up?
range of friends?
Hey there, man. Hey, you want to be my friend? You want to go out for a little couple silver bullets and some billiards?
So, for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways at the DM's discretion, depending on the nature of your interaction with it. About to be bad.
Okay.
So it's a cantrip, so it's an action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast that on myself, and then I'm going to roll persuasion on number 5 and say, hey man, don't you want to do me a favor? Why don't you take out Jebic? Just give her a good old smack with your slingshot there real quick
And
for
the
me.
spell doesn't say anything about you
Okay.
convincing them to do harm or anything. I know there's some that say stuff like that.
No, it says you have advantage on charisma checks.
Okay,
So, and it's not hostile towards me because I'm the king.
gotcha.
So,
So
you know me. We go way back. We're friends,
Okay, so yeah,
right?
yeah, go ahead and roll.
real quick as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just use Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action on myself.
Uh huh.
So, let me see. Let me read this real quick so I make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing.
Keith, you're gonna like these magic items in Xanathar's guide that I can create.
I'm
All
excited.
of them are basically, like ascetic kind of things, like the armor of gleaming that can never be dirty.
Roll.
Another opportunity.
Cast off armor, I can remove it as an action. So instead of taking 10 minutes to remove my armor, I can just
It's got the buttons like basketball
the
pants.
cloak of many fashions.
So I rolled a 16.
Uh huh.
And I was checking Bardic Inspiration because I wanted to make sure it was like you had to do it before you knew the outcome. You do.
Yeah.
So I rolled that. Just played it safe. Got a 6, so that's a 22.
All right. You succeed on trying to convince, or you succeed in this charisma check against his hair, and he says, "You won't, man. You are."
Listen, don't you?
He puts his hands behind his ears like, well, dang, I swear. What if I just shoot it? What if I just shoot it close to her real quick?
That's not the deal, friend. Don't you know? I know things that you do not. Unfortunately, there are things at work here that you have to trust me on, and you can trust me.
Well, I suppose as a chain of command thing, you're a little bit higher up, huh?
This is true. You will be rewarded for your efforts. Believe me.
I love that this conversation is going on,
Yeah,
and you're like shouting across the swamp. Everybody else is
You
probably
will
like,
be rewarded. Believe me.
Yeah, at this point, Joey says, "What the hell are you talking about?" And at the very same time, the brigand number 5 turns around and pulls the sling back like, "Sorry, boss, orders from up top." And lets go of the thing. He crit fails. So
Your rewards are lessened.
he says, I'm sorry, Your Highness, I'm sorry. As he goes to not put another rock in his sling. So yes, that was excellent turn. Remind me not to give number 5 a turn next time, because he should have done that on his turn. And that means it's Rusty's turn if you're done, Prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna keep running.
All right.
I guess this time I'll dash just so I
Okay.
can...
You want to get way up there.
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
Just straight towards the snail.
Okay. You're dashing so you get a full 30 feet. I mean, you're going to be right here in front of him then.
Nice.
You say anything? What are we doing?
that mud
like
wake
to-
behind is just spreading. Big V coming out behind
Oh,
you.
Lord, the little one's moving!
I don't know what I want to do.
What?
I didn't know I'd make it that far with that.
I didn't think this far.
Be like, hey, how you doing?
You're just standing in front of a snail now.
Pretty much, yeah. The intention was I wanted to inspect the snail's armor, but I was kind of thinking one of these people would be gone by now. Now there's people in front of me. What did you mean by I was cheating by using a shield?
Well, I didn't say that. It was him back there, but I mean, we ain't got none.
Well, that's not my fault. You're the ones that came out here with nothing but slingshots, trying to steal memories from people.
Hey, we got clubs too. I'm about to beat you down with mine. Get out of my way.
I'm the guy that said that. I'm gonna smack him with my war pick.
Okay, you're gonna reach up to the snail and smack.
Wait, the snail? Oh, he's on the snail.
Yeah, he's sitting on the snail.
Crap! Can I even hit him?
How long is this war pit? I mean, you can jump. I'm gonna give you the ability to jump up and smack at him.
12-foot melee range.
Lance.
That's
God of War
that's
style.
a
He's got him on
13 to
chain.
hit.
Ooh, just barely misses.
Oh,
These things are wearing. They're
He's
all. They,
taller
they
than
are
I
all wearing.
expected.
Yeah, they are all wearing leather armor. They got these
Gotcha.
leather. They're leather clad.
I didn't come out here with a giant snail. I feel like it's cheating that you're taller than me.
It ain't cheating if we do it, brother. And he looks at us like, you cut a piece of my leather armor, man. God dang.
It wouldn't be that difficult to fix. I'm an armor smith myself.
Just give us your memories, so we wanted to beat you up so bad.
I don't want to do that. I need them.
Moving on. Who's next? Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, I got nothing else to
Meek,
do.
your turn.
Me? I am going to... I'm going to use my new thing with my Misty Visions invocation. I can
Okay.
use Silent Image just whenever I feel like it.
All right.
Let me read it out real quick.
Sure.
Create an image of an object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. Why is it always cubes in D&D?
I don't know.
The image appears at a spot within range that lasts for the duration, 10 minutes. Can't be accompanied by sound, smell, other senses. It's just a visual illusion.
Okay.
So you can use it to you can use an action to cause the image to move to any spot within range. As it changes location, you can alter the appearance as its movement. Physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion, so because it's just an illusion.
Okay.
A creature can use its action to examine the image to determine if it's an illusion with a successful intelligence check. There you go.
All right.
That worked.
Cool.
So I'm just going to pop up a wall of illusion between me and everybody else, like the other enemies.
Okay. You want to
And-
put Rusty on your side of it, or
Well, he's like right up
he is right up on him?
in front of everybody. So, and it's like a 15-foot section
Okay.
of something.
Gotcha. A
I'll be
cube.
right.
Screw you, Rusty.
I'll be right.
So you know
I got
what?
this.
Wait,
what do you
am I
want
there
it to
too?
look like?
I was going to have it look like me falling face first into the mud.
Right.
And I'll use half my movement speed again to move that way towards the general principal
So a
direction.
15-foot version of you, or just regular you?
No, it's basically like a photographer's backdrop. Like it's just a wall,
Okay,
and I can make it look like anything I want to.
gotcha.
So
Alright.
it would just be like the background. It looks like me just
Okay,
falling over.
So you're gonna like put it here-ish, and then let them see you fall down and conceal your movement.
Probably a little closer to me because I don't
Okay.
want 5 to see. So.
Gotcha.
But essentially, yeah, I'm like,
Gotcha.
oh no, I fell over, and then
I can't get up.
I'm going to just again use like half my movement speed again to see if I can keep creeping that way.
All right. Cool.
Just kind of a general sideward direction.
This way or this way?
Wherever, like I guess to the edge of my little 15-foot
Towards
wall.
Prince or just to the east?
A little bit towards Prince, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll go that way.
We'll inch that way. So an image appears, and to their estimation, they have no reason to believe it's not true. They just see you go as you're about to move, and then they see you fall down.
Right.
But behind that illusion, you are moving. So they're no longer interested in whatever it is. I mean, they just think that you've fallen into the muck. You hear, "He ain't got his mud legs yet."
Do we know that?
Neat.
It's an illusion besides a Rusty?
You
can
can
see
see
it.
Yeah,
it.
you
Okay.
can't. Yeah, you
The
see
two of y'all can see me.
You see the back of the illusion.
Rusty cannot
I
see.
guess.
I do not see.
It just looks like a big red curtains to you.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Keith, I can make a
I love
wand
it.
of conducting, and it allows me to summon orchestral music.
I love that.
But
We're
at
about
the,
to start the boss fight.
at the end of a day, I roll a d20, and if I get a crit fail, it makes a sad tuba noise and turns to dust.